Gasset Fad, and it's time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of a whole lot of voice cracks. My voice hasn't cracked for 50 years, folks. Oh, longer than that. 55 years? I don't know. Welcome! Where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of new series. Yes, it's here. I teased it. I even put up a pilot. By the way, the pilot is now on a secret playlist. I'll have the links in the description below, but the pilot had some technical issues, and hopefully I'm going to avoid those and hear the actual series. But it is TT Isle of Man 3, right on the edge. 3. I don't know where you put the 3. I'm sure it's TT Isle of Man. But is it TT Isle of Man right on the edge 3? I think that's what it's supposed to be. Anyway, it's a new game. It's a new day. It's a new game. Racing is back, baby. My schedule for racing on my YouTube channel is on the weekends. Saturday and Sundays at 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time is when I will... No, sorry. Saturdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time is when I'll be releasing these videos. As far as my Civilization 6 is not going away. It's staying the other 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So don't panic. If you are interested in catching the show live, I would appreciate it. It's lots of fun. That is, I'm streaming Civilization 6 on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And Saturday is TT Isle of Man 3 at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And on Sundays at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time is Dirt Rally 3. You know what? Just check my schedule. Twitch or schedule. Twitch.tv/rollcage_TV. All right, folks, what is this game about? This game is about motorcycle racing. As you can see right here, I am on a motorcycle. And motorcycle racing is difficult, which is why this is called Clown Career, because it's difficult. When you first enter the game, I'll show you the map now. This is the map I've got now. I am doing a Supersport series. When you first enter the game, you don't see all this stuff. When you first enter the game, you only see the couple icons around where your car is. And it reset my car for some reason to a different spot. But when you reset the game, and I will show you here that there are 2 types of cars you can do. There's the Supersport and the Superbike season. I am doing the Supersport season. I'm going to do 5 seasons of this, and I'm going to go ahead and do 5 seasons of the Superbike. And when I do the Superbike season, you'll get to see how the open world works. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that now and show you the map. When you first come into the game, the map is blank except for it will show you the first event you have to go through to, so you know where to go, and it will show you your garage, which is where you do all this stuff. And the idea is you drive around and you go to all these places. Now you can't jump to them quickly via the map, so you don't have to drive around. What I plan on doing is driving around, get a little practice, go to the first event. Here. It is showing me here. So when you first come in, this is kind of the map you see, but you actually don't see even this much. All you see is the garage and then wherever the first event is. And you have to drive around to find all these purple things, which are quick boards. And that's what they show you when you first come into the map. You don't see all of this stuff. It's showing, because I discovered them on the other season, for some reason it's showing me all of them. But no, in general, you don't see anything here except for the garage you start with. And I guess you also see This is for custom, create a custom event. This is your first seasonal event. And then you see over here the multiplayer. And you might see the weekly events too. There's like weekly events going around. Let me switch back to the season I'm going to be doing. I'm doing 5 seasons of this. And what I'll do is, I had to practice this, folks. I had to practice and play. What you'll see up there is I have turned, well, here, I'll just show you. On the right side there, you'll see that there's a, you know, I'm not sure my bots are working. Let me make sure that they are turned on here. Hello. Okay, there we go. And this one too. Whoops. Wrong button. This button. There we go. Okay, my bots are on. Streaming, folks. It's difficult. I had some technical issues getting started. It's starting a little late. So, yes. What you'll see is, I'll pull into the garage here. Oh, it's getting me up there now, again. I can instantly go there, as I mentioned. So let me pull in the garage. You'll see there's these components you can upgrade. Now, I have practice for the Supersport, so I do have access to all these different levels. But you have to unlock them. You start off with just level 1, and nothing else is unlocked. So, what I plan on doing is playing through 5 seasons of the Supersport. And I will play through 1 season with all level 1 components, and then a second season with level 2 components, etc. Because that will mimic how the game actually, you know, they start you off with some upgrade points, I think, but you get upgrade points by racing. And then when you race, you get upgrade points, and you get experience points and all that stuff too. And then you're able to upgrade your bike and move on. However, I don't get a lot of upgrade points because I'm not very good. And it's a very difficult game. And let's see, let's zoom in also. The other things you get to see as you drive around are these challenges. And you might notice, if you look real close, there's only one challenge that I've ever been able to do. That tells you how difficult the game is. For me, anyway. And also, if I zoom in a little bit more, you'll see there's these points of interest. I have gone through all the points of interest. And so when I drive around, you'll see a few of those. But I'll explain more of this as we get going. What I'm going to do first of all, though, is make my way up here to the first event. And I'm going to do that through the open world because it is an open world game. Now, as you saw, I could just click on the events and go that way. But I'm going to do it via open world. But that means I need to see them, watch the map. Oh, it's a long way around. But I can chat while I get over there. I could take a shortcut through here if I... sure, let's take a shortcut. So yes, if you never played a motorcycle racing game before, it's a lot harder than a car racing game. Primarily because you need to, you know, the volume is up a little bit on my game here. Let me turn this down. When you steer, well, first of all, you can fall off the bike just outright. You can't fall off your car usually. But also, when you turn, notice how I'm turning, and well, you can't see my controller going, but it's almost like an old analog game where when you left here, when you turn, I'm sorry, an old digital racing game where it takes a while, like you're playing on a keyboard. It's kind of like that. When you move the stick back and forth, it doesn't immediately respond, because how you actually steer a motorcycle, a racing bike especially, is by leaning. You know, when you get to any kind of speed, you gotta lean. You can't just turn the wheel or you'll fall on your butt. You'll go flipping around. So you turn by leaning. It's kind of like that on a bicycle too, I guess, but not to such an extreme. You can't go 200 miles an hour on a bicycle, which you can do here. It's gonna take forever to get there. So when you're on a bike, you are going, these bikes, not these Supersport, their top speed is like 160, I think, something like that. When you're on a super bike, yeah, they can go up to 200 miles an hour, and I don't know what that is in community units and metric units. It's fast though. It's fast. You can do a conversion. Actually, let's see. 200 divided by 5 is 40. Whoops! That was my first mistake. Okay, this is a difficult turn, to be fair to me. Am I still in the way? Yes. 200 divided by 5 is 40. Times 8 is 320. So that's 320 kilometers an hour these bikes can go, the Supersport bikes. Which, like I said, are fast. And, I actually have to turn up. Oh no! I gotta turn up my stream monitor. Turn down the game sounds, turn up my stream monitor. Now I can hear myself crash into things. And I'll also know if the microphone starts messing up. If you watch the pilot, you know the microphone was crackling a lot, and I think I got that fixed, but we'll see. But yes, it's a very difficult game. Even for anyone, it's a difficult game. And this is one of the more difficult racing games. If you played any other racing games, play this game, because it's a great game, and also it's very difficult, and you will get humbled. I think I have something in the description that says this is known as the world's most dangerous. I do have to turn this down. That it's the world's most dangerous motorcycle race, and it clearly is. The race has been around for over 100 years, and that amount of time, almost twice as many people have been fatally injured because it's a very difficult race. This is not your MotoGP, where you have runoff areas and things like that. As you'll see, a lot of this place, there's like telephone poles in the way, and there's walls and stuff, low walls. There's a street race that actually goes through the actual streets of the Isle of Man. There's the Isle of Man flag, I love that flag. In case you don't know where the Isle of Man is, it's a independent nation, but it's right between the island of Great Britain and the island of Ireland. It's in the Irish Sea. Almost halfway between, I guess, Wales and maybe not Wales, and Northern Ireland. Anyway, right in the middle of the Irish Sea then. Okay, here, I'll show you. I've now come to, and I've overshot, so I have to back up. There's no reverse on a bike. So this is, for example, a blue challenge, and if you look to the top of that guide on the left, to the right, you'll see, well, first of all, it shows you I found all 7 on the far right, all 7 of the information points. Woohoo! But there's 8 challenges, head-to-head challenges, which is what I'm doing now. Then there's 8 timing challenges, and there's 8 of some other kind of challenge. I don't remember what those are. Head-to-head. Maybe the 5 is 8 head-to-head. The second one is a checklist challenge where you have certain things you need to make. And the only one I got was get through the entire race without falling off 4 times. I was able to do that. And then the lightning bolt there is a timing challenge. That's how those work. And click the info. It tells you here what you have to do. Beat your opponents. Yeah, that's pretty easy. And it says, notice in the middle there, it says difficulty hint. Suggested component level 3. Well, I'm racing component level 1. So I don't dare race that. But even if it was component level 1, I have almost no chance. Because like I said, I haven't tried all of them, but I've tried a few of them, and the only one I was able to accomplish was that one. But there's a few more that I think I could accomplish. Oh, we're coming up to that one now. Which way am I going? I am going left here. Okay. I won't be driving on the open world all the time during the series, but when I first start a new stream, I will probably be driving on the open world a bit. Let's actually. This is the one I made. I got, and if as you can see, I did all the tasks. The tasks are: do not crash more than 4 times, and then exceed a speed of 130 miles an hour. That's pretty easy because there is a straightaway. So if you just drive really slow throughout the way. And I'm going to be crashing more often even than more often because I'm going to be looking around, looking to see if my chat. I can't see my chat while I'm looking at my screen because it's down on the side on a tablet. And so if somebody chats, I apologize. I won't see it until I get to a good stopping point. Oh, I bumped my microphone. Hopefully that's the only clip you'll hear. Because that clicking is annoying. Okay, which way now? Left? Yes, left. Okay. Did I pass it? I passed it. Okay. There is a way to reset your bike, to turn your bike around. I cleaned the microphone contacts. I wedged it in there really good because I'm playing on a controller and I have a chat pad that I'm playing on so that I can type stuff in, which you don't really need to do in this game, so I might use it without the chat pad in this game. I'm not even sure that matters, but the chat pad is got a seam on it right when the microphone plugs in, and so sometimes it doesn't connect right. And I have no problems in any other game that I play, but in this game, for some reason, probably because I'm scared and I'm jerking the controller around a lot. Were those 2 different of the same? No, that's just oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, you'll get to see how this works. I had to go right and then left. Oh boy, this is ridiculous. Okay, let's hold this button down and then I hold this button down and it reverses just like that. So yes, the way the game works is, and my goal is going to be to one of these 5 seasons of Supersport and 5 seasons of Superbike, and I hope to get in the final race at least once, because I've never gotten into the actual TT race. Look up TT Alaman on YouTube, and they have an official channel. It's like TT Isle, I think it's like TT at TT Alaman, something like that, or TT IOM videos or something like that. I don't know. You'll look it up, you'll see there's an official site for the Isle of Man race. I haven't found lots of people that have played this game. I don't see people, oh, I can tell this is going to be a problem with the microphone again. And then I left. There aren't a lot of people that play this game on stream. Usually when I start, it's like 0. Hold on a second, folks. Let me try to fix this. Okay, hopefully that will stay stable now. Okay, now left up here and then right. This is a lot of fun tooling around here if you're competent. And you can see I'm actually not falling off all that much. When I first played this game, I played through TT Isle of Man 1 and TT Isle of Man 2. But when I first, that was years ago. And when I first started playing this game, I had it had been years when I first played this game. I did a 10-mile circuit. All of the circuits are beautiful here, not just the main circuit. And the main circuit is like 37 3/4 miles, something like that. So it's almost 3 times the length of Nordschleife if you're used to playing like Ride or some other motorcycle game, or if you play pretty much any racing game that isn't like F1 or MotoGP. Nordschleife is open access, so everybody has it. You don't even have to license it, I don't think. So it's the Nordschleife stands for North Course, and in Hockenheimring. Yeah, they don't do the Grand Prix there, but it's a 13-mile course, and it seems to take forever. And 24 hours, they have a 24-hour race, a prototype race there, for Le Mans type prototype cars. And the main course here is 3 times that length, just about. And it takes, for the final race, this is where I was getting at, the final race is, you have to do a lap in qualifying of 20 seconds or less. I'm sorry, 20 seconds. 20 minutes or less. 38 miles in 20 seconds. That's, I don't think anybody's going to do that. In 20 minutes or less, you have to do this lap. And the closest I've gotten is just under 23. Now, keep in mind, the world record on the real bikes is only 16, and this is pretty realistic. So 16 and a half. So the fact that they make you do one in 20 minutes is incredibly difficult. Now I am playing on the easiest skill level, but because the game is hard and I stink. But they don't. You can play on you can change the AI level, but it doesn't change the timing. And that's a problem they also have in Ride, which kind of frustrates me. I get frustrated a lot in video games, and they're good. But you can play against really weak AI, but you can't change the difficulty of the timing challenges. So let me check the map again. I can't beat the timing challenges. At least the last one to get in the race. So, but I'll keep trying. Hopefully I'll get good enough. Oh, I was saying when I first played the game, I did a 10-mile circuit, and there's a place where I can work on the bike. And I fell off 10 times. I did 2 laps, and I fell off 10 times each lap. So that means I went a mile between falling off the bike. Now, I have gotten a little bit better since then, but I'm not exactly flying. Although this is the open road, which doesn't have the racing line. Yes, I play with all the assists on, racing line, everything. I'm going to quickly look in the lower right there to make sure I have all my other assists on. But the plan here is to go through 5 seasons. I'll warm up a little bit when I start the stream, going on the open world. Oh, ouch, ow. But after that, I'll go from event to event. There's only 4 preliminary races, but they're broken up into, there's actually 8 circuits that you race on, because you do a qualifier on one circuit, and then you do that for a full race on another circuit. It's kind of weird. Anyway. Okay, I go right here then, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost there. So yeah, it's a very difficult game. I can take this opportunity to friend of mine, Chevy Chase, dirt rally friend of mine, she came on, and I was saying, she came on during my preliminary, my pilot, and I said, boy, I'm gonna have a hard time finding places to check my chat. She said, nah, don't worry about it. Every time you fall off the bike, just go check your chat. You'll be checking it all the time. Which is not a nice thing to say, but accurate. Okay, there's the turn. All right. I have watched some people play this game. I haven't seen KPG Jr. play this version yet. He plays all the racing games, and he has a series on TT Element too, but he doesn't have one out yet on this. So this is the first qualifier, and yes, I could have jumped here automatically, but I'm warmed up now. I'm ready to go on the qualifier, and for this qualifier, let's see. And you know what? The qualifiers also sometimes... Oh, no, I guess it's the weekly races where they change the physics engine and stuff. I'll show you a weekly challenge after this. See if I can get one in before my hour's up. These streams are broken up into approximately hour-long segments. I'll have to find a good stopping place. The final race takes multiple hours, so... yeah, see these rewards? Yeah, I'll get 5. All right, let's get it started. So yes, upper and the top, on the left there, on the top, all the way to the left, you'll see you have, it's 8, I'm sorry, not 4. You have 8 qualifiers and 8 races. Excuse me, sir. Allergy pill is not kicked in yet. You have 8 qualifiers, 8 races, and then 1 qualifier for the final race, and then 1 final race. Those are the icons on the left there, the orange and the black. I've never qualified for the final race, but that's okay because you can create a custom race, and one of the custom races is actually driving in the final race with all the options that would normally be in the final race. So that's what I'm going to do after I fail to qualify. Now, on a custom race, you can say skip free practice and skip qualifiers. You can't do that here by default, but I mean, you can just start the free practice and then end the session immediately. Let me go to my motorbike setup. Make sure I have a appropriate tank of gas. Oh, I didn't see what this. It's not a very long race, I'm sure. It's only free practice, so I can quit anytime. So, and I'm not going to skip the session. I will go to the track to do maybe 1 lap. I didn't even see, I wasn't paying attention if it was. Okay, it's a point to point. And they're starting, look at me go. They're starting me off on autopilot, which is nice of them. The problem with the autopilot is when it kicks off, you have to know what's going to happen. If they turn off the autopilot when you're in the middle of the turn, you're kind of messed up. I haven't run into that where it's actually like a severe turn when they turn the autopilot off. Because they do the autopilot because they start you off on a running speed. That way you get a realistic lap time. If they started you off just where you were on your own, devices up! Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? Expert. Yeah, if they started you off where you had to do a standing start, you'd never get a good time on the first lap. And they give you like an hour of qualifying on the final race, but since it takes 20 minutes plus, you only end up with like 2 laps or 3 laps if you're really doing well. I didn't look to see how long this was, but it's not going to be too long. I'll do 1 practice lap, and then I'll do at least a couple qualifiers. And then that event will be done. And then I'll go do a weekly event. And then if there's time left in the stream, I will do, or left in the hour, I might do a challenge as well. Give you... See ya, buddy. The guy hit me, right? You all saw it. I wasn't the only one to fall over. Yes, like I said, the lowest level AI. I shouldn't laugh at people's misfortune, but it's just a video game, folks. Just a video game. Very, as you can see, very unforgiving, but also very beautiful. I mean, you know, the whole island is beautiful as it is, but it's up. I checked the brightness. I think the brightness is okay. If anyone's watching this on Twitch, you can whisper me and tell me the brightness is off. If you're watching it on YouTube, you know, just leave a comment on YouTube video, or any YouTube video, even an old YouTube video, leave a comment, I'll see it. I don't get enough comments on my YouTube channel that, I mean, you get a notification of all comments. I don't get enough comments that I just blow off the notifications. Maybe someday, maybe the time you're watching this, you're going back into my full catalog after I got 1 million subscribers, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not good enough. I'm not, well, I am unlikely to be entertaining enough. Hey! And, so, but I am looking to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. That will, I have committed to doing a Discord if I get 100 subscribers. I had a couple of people ask me if I had a Discord. I do not have a Discord. A Discord is a difficult to manage and dangerous place. But if I get 100 subscribers, I've got well over 100. Oh, see there? Now, okay, fair enough. He swerved to avoid me. Kind of was my fault. You see how people are just passing me like crazy, even though they're on the lowest AI. Yeah, if I got more than enough followers on Twitch. I'm looking for YouTube subscribers. And then I'll do a Discord. It'll be worth it then. The Discord will be for YouTube subscribers, not members, just subscribers, and also Twitch followers, not subscribers on Twitch. So I'm hoping to do that. I was hoping to get there by the end of this year. I don't think it's going to happen. It's October right now. Beginning of October. And it's fall here in Minnesota. The leaves are beautiful right now. Ugh. And it'll be nice here for 2 weeks, and then winter styles. Not quite true. It's in Minnesota here. Exactly where I live is within walking distance of the 45th parallel, which means exactly halfway between the equator and the North Pole. And so we get the most variance in weather. It gets really warm here in the summertime. I mean, not like Texas warm, but it gets in the 90s, which is warmer than most people would think. 90s Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in centigrade. 30 something. And then in the wintertime, it gets below 0, occasionally, Fahrenheit. So that's, it averages I think like 80 in July and 20 or something in January. But because of that, we don't have. Am I there? Ugh, I'm there. I'm gonna skip this and go right to the qualifier now. Yes, I've had enough practice. We don't have 3 months of each season. We have more like 4 months of winter, 4 months of summer, and then 2 months of spring and fall. But we're finally getting spring weather now. As an illustration, first week of October, it got into the 90s here. Got, well, 90, maybe 91. It got to 90, yeah, 91, I think I saw. So, yeah, it can get quite warm. Did I say skip section? I did. Oh, I had to hit continue, okay. Why was it not letting me go, I was thinking. Well, I have to do at least one qualifier. Even though I will probably end up starting last anyway. Oh, rewards. Ooh, if I can get into 9th place, I'll get 10 upgrade points. I got 200 now on this bike, and I don't really need them because it's all upgraded. But it's the upgrade points for the super bike that's going to be. Hopefully, I'll be able to upgrade it 1 level each season. Although, well, I know I'll be able to upgrade it 1 level each season because if I have to, off stream, I'll do that 1 qualifier, which I know I can beat and get 20 per. I don't care about the experience level. I'm like at 46 or something because I have played and played and played to try to get a little bit better. I didn't look to see what my best lap time was compared to anyone else, but I'm sure it was last place. I did win, well, not win. I did come in not last. During one race during like the 2nd season or something like that. I'm glad to see that other bikes will fall over. That's nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, I was afraid I was going to hit that guy. Oh, it looks like somebody else went into the trees. Yeah, on the higher AIs, they don't do that. There are 3 physics levels. I'm playing on the basic physics level. I don't know if they call it beginner or not. I'm not a beginner. I get offended when people say I'm a beginner. There's beginner, intermediate, and expert, as if you can get to intermediate anytime you get experience. No, I'm perpetually. I'm not a beginner. I'm just terrible. So, but the difficulty levels here, I don't know what they're called. I don't think they're called beginner. It's like basic and then intermediate and then realistic or something like that. It is considered a simulation, and it must be a simulation because you can set individual tire pressure, which is kind of a meme of mine. It's not really a simulation game unless you can set individual tire pressure. But of course, to be fair, there's only 2 tires on this bike, so setting air pressure on, front versus back is not as uncommon as left versus right. I suppose if there was a NASCAR simulation, then I would definitely want to set different tire pressure on the left or the right, because you're always turning one direction. Not every NASCAR race. They have actually expanded some now into more complicated races. It's not F1. There's still a lot of ovals. In case you're not from the U.S., you don't know what NASCAR is, good for you. One thing about NASCAR, they say NASCAR stands for North American Stock Car Racing. I guess it's just CAR, Stock Car Association Racing. I don't know. Stock cars. There's one of these stock cars, and they're not stock cars. They're not like cars you can buy off the shelf and even modify. However, these are stock bikes. They're not purpose built. Here at the Isle of Man, they're the Supersport bikes. The Supersports race other places, but they are street. Well, they're not street legal because they don't have mirrors and stuff on them, but they are bikes that you could buy off the shelf, and then they're tuned up and some third-party accessories put on them and stuff. But they could be made just by anybody. They're not purpose-built, unlike the MotoGP bikes. So yeah, stock cars are purpose-built cars. You could not get that engine in that car at your local dealer. But these are, which is part of the allure. And super sport bikes, or super bikes, which are the stock super bikes. They also have a super stock division, but I'm not sure what the difference is between those bikes and the super sport. There must be some restrictions. The super sport class is just a smaller engine. They're 600cc engines, whereas the super bike class are 1000cc engines. And they can get up to 200 miles an hour. A little over 200 they'll top at, whereas a MotoGP bike goes at top speed is around 220. So they're almost as fast as the purpose-built MotoGP bikes, but not quite as fast. And I think because I spent so long yammering at the start of this, I'm only going to do one lap of qualifying and take my 10th place. Because I want to do a weekly race, show off a weekly race, and maybe a challenge race before my hour is up. And then next hour, which means if you're watching on YouTube, the next episode, I'll be doing the associated race that goes along with this qualifier. And it will probably not be point to point. It won't be on the same course, I know that, which seems weird. You qualify on a different course than you race in, but I guess you can say this is a qualifying event for the actual race. But the race, you can't do like practice time either, so anyway. In the actual TT Isle of Man, you just drive on the main course. I should have checked the time so I know if I did better. I'm sure I'm doing better than I'm at, because that was kind of a disaster. Okay, there's my one qualifying race. And Connor Cummins there at the bottom, that's me. You can't set your own name or whatever. It's just you have to pick somebody that's actually is driven or has driven. Anyway, I picked Connor Cummins because he's a local Isle of Man driver. And he has the Hondas, which I like the Hondas. There's only 3 bikes in the super bike class here. Oh no, there's 4. There's the Kawasaki, the Hamas, and the Hondas. Only 3 bikes that you would want to drive. There's also the Triumph, which I cannot drive. They're too difficult for me to drive. Anyway, so let's see. What was my time? There it is. Let's see. My best lap is over 3 times what the guy in front of me was. No, I'm looking at the gap. The gap was over 3 times. My best lap was, I was within a minute of the guy in front of me, so that's not bad. Is that true within a minute? Yeah, 625 versus 537. Okay. And notice their average speed's kind of low. Their max speed, they're all max speed 137. Okay. I guess that's as fast as the bike will go if you're, I know I can get this bike up higher than 137. Not much higher though. It said 160. Well, without the upgrades, it might not be much higher than 137. But yeah, there's a governor on them because I'm playing at the lowest skill level. All right, let's end this session, and I can do. There's my 5 reward points. Yeah, baby. Did I make it a 47? Haha. Can't remember to hydrate here. So I will not drive to the next event. I'm all warmed up. These are quick travel things, which is kind of ridiculous because you can quick travel anywhere you want anyway. I guess if you're not actually going to an event, you just want to, you know, explore around here, you can do that. But I do find it kind of weird. Okay, let's do a weekly event. Let's see if I can find it. I might have, did I do this one already? I might have done this one already. Am I on here? Yes, I did this one already, and I am 35 out of 40. I'm playing on an Xbox One. I'm hoping to get a Series S or X sometime soon. So, and for, they don't have like even, they don't have combined, unfortunately, cross-platform. They don't even have cross-platform between the Xbox One and the Xbox SX. I would say X/S, but it's like S vertical bar X or something, X vertical bar. Microsoft, get your act together on naming your thing. Oh, and this one I can't do. Let's zoom all the way back out. Easy to find. This one I got my rewards already, I think. Yeah, well, reward collected. So that just leaves me one. There's yeah, this one is going to be 2 more days until it's a new one comes up. And there's 3 or 4. I have seen 4, usually 3. So Southwest course, full circuit. How many laps? 1 lap. Okay. It's going to run a little long, but I can do 1 lap. Oh, I didn't see what the I want to actually go back because I want to see what the. It's rainy, beginner physics. Okay, that's nice. Morning. No qualifier. Okay. Let's do it. Even though it's 1 lap, it is a full circuit, so I will give myself a full tank of gas. I could do it in half a tank. A full tank only gives you like 2 laps on the main circuit. And so there is, and that's in the real race too, so the super sports can have to pit after like lap 2. The super bikes have to pit after like 2 and 4. And then you can set it up with tire wear and all kinds of stuff, obviously in real life. It's kind of a pain. Pit stops, it's not like F1 or even MotoGP. You don't have like a 20-person crew. And changing tires is not a matter of just boom, 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 you know, like undoing the, I'm trying to make a sound of a, yeah, the thing that takes off the thing that lets you take off the bike, the wheel. Anyway, I can't remember any of these names. Should be concentrating here. And I do have anti-wheelie on. Wait a minute. Am I doing practice? It said mass start. Why am I the only person here? Okay, something's wrong. Qualifying, no. Weather is rainy. Laps. Let's restart the session. Oh, right. I thought I was doing the qualifier. Ugh. Never mind. I get confused a lot. No, this is the weekly event. I'm just trying to set the best time. Ugh. I'm an old man, folks. Give me a break. I can still eat my food mostly without dribbling. So, I'm not doing bad. I do worry about my brain sometimes. But I've been worried about my brain my whole life, so. You can redo this as many times as you want throughout the week. Or however many days they give you. They say they're weekly challenges, but I think some of them are more than a week. Is that possible? I don't know. Anyway, it would be nice if they always had 3 that were available, because right now it's between sessions. If they were weekly and always had 3 available, then during my hour, I could always do 1 weekly, since I stream for 3 hours. Check my schedule, twitch.tv/rollcage underbar TV. There's an underbar on Twitch. You know the guy that doesn't have the underbar? Give me an email address. He hasn't been on in 5 years. Not answering his whispers. I want to buy his ID. Pay him. I'll pay him good money to retire his ID or change his ID so I can get it. I think that's going to happen. Hopefully he's, like still around, still alive. I always say that I'd like to get his ID, but Twitch supposedly, they say, and I don't think they've done it for years, they say that they will retire accounts that are dead. And that they call them every year for ones that have been inactive for a couple years or something like that. But this guy's been inactive for 5 years. He used to play, he's Roll Cage TV because he used to play a game called Roll Cage. I have never played the game called Roll Cage. It's like an arcade game, I think. I'm TV because those are my initials. Not because I like television, because I hate television. I've been unplugged for over 20 years. 25 years? Am I close to that? No, probably just 20. How old am I? 23 years, yeah. It's been a long time since I've watched television. I watch YouTube videos now. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Oh yes, TV are my initials. My brain does not work right. In case you want to guess what it stands for, go ahead. But I'll tell you what it stands for. My real name is Titanium Vanadium. Yeah, because I was strong and dangerous back in my day. So, but if you think maybe I'm not telling the truth, go ahead and guess a different name. I maintain a web ID that's much different than my private ID. Although roll cage, I've been called roll cage in real life. Because I crash a lot, in case you haven't noticed. There's no roll cages on motorcycles, though. If I could get a different chat pad that didn't have this problem with the microphone, I would consider it. But this is an original chat pad, that was actually released by Microsoft, released as an Xbox One accessory. And it's great because it has they're not clicky, but it has plastic buttons, not like rubber nib buttons that will deteriorate. Plus it has a microphone switch on it, and which I can't use during streaming because it gets confused somehow. It keeps my microphone off even when I turn it back on. But it also has like quick action buttons. But on the downside, it doesn't have like control and shift keys, which if I get another chat pad would have that. And these are not available anymore. I'd love to get another one of these, but they're not available anymore. But they all have, I've had a couple of them, they all have that problem with the microphone. Because, as I said, it's on the seam. And plus, it's not just that it's on the seam, it's the way they're designed, the actual microphone part of the plug rather than the speaker part, which is all the way down at the base. That's the microphone part. It doesn't actually stick in all the way at the bottom. It's weird because it's like tapered. The hole, the socket that the microphone plugs into is tapered. And now the contacts are on the top, which goes all the way up the plug. But the bottom part of it is tapered, and so it's just open on the bottom. And so it's very easy to wiggle the plug away from that contact point. Now, if you know what you're doing, you can put a little tape in there as long as you don't cover the contacts. But you got to be careful because a contact cleaner will do nasty things to that. And contact cleaner will make the tape all gummy and gooey and ruin the thing. So yeah, so I'm considering getting a different brand. I don't know what brand is good of the chat pads, but I gotta have a chat pad because I play games where I type things in a lot, and I guess I could have a keyboard right next to me. Which a lot of people that play on consoles do. I could even get, I've got a Bluetooth keyboard for my, I wouldn't even know how to set that up on the Xbox. Yeah, I don't think the Xbox One has a Bluetooth. I've got controllers that have Bluetooth connections. Maybe, because I got the Xbox One Series, Xbox One X? I don't know if it has Bluetooth though. But yeah, I would use a corded keyboard. I can see if my mini keyboard, my mini keyboard has a USB outlet, but I think it's only for charging. I could test that. But I got a full-size keyboard. But anyway, I like the chat pad. I like how it gives you a nice weight balance. And like I said, I do type in things. If I'm playing a game where I'm chatting with other people, I'm going to be chatting a lot. But also I play Civilization 6. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, I stream it. And videos are posted on my YouTube channel, facebook.com/@rollcagetv. I'm really trying not to fall off the bike while I'm jabbering. I don't do much better when I'm not jabbering, to be honest. What was I saying? Yes, YouTube. Civilization 6. YouTube videos, replays, drop every day. Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. every weekday. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And then PT All Man, Saturday and Sunday. I started streaming Dirt Rally 2.0 and still play that on Sundays, but then I branched out. If you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see there's a lot of playlists for all the games that I've streamed. Plus, I should start advertising. First Saturday in November is going to be my mid-autumn marathon where I stream for 12 hours. None of that stuff goes to YouTube, so twitch.tv/FullCageUnderbikeTV. I know I keep giving my my IDs, my channels a lot. I don't usually do that. It's a premiere episode though. I'm allowed. They're also in the little corner there. And of course there's links everywhere. Who would just type that in? Oh no, I thought I was gonna make it. On my profiles, on my about pages, are links to my different channels. You notice I don't have any links posted to socials because I don't use any socials right now. There's one social that was very popular in the U.S. Back a couple years ago that now has become a hellhole, to put it bluntly. But I wasn't on there much. I have accounts places, but I wasn't on there much. But yeah, Discord would be a good way to reach me if I had a Discord channel. I'm on Discord at RollCageTV, but I'm not open to all messages, private messages on Discord. Because, like I said, Discord can be a place where you get a lot of junk stuff. But if I am open if you're on one of the Discord servers that I'm a member of, you can go directly to me. And I will take friend requests if you send me a whisper on Twitch first. Let me know your Discord ID. Am I there yet? I would like to be not last on the leaderboard. Against humans, I can beat a few people. I'm not quite there yet to be in the middle of the pack. But a lot of these, I mean, if the leaderboard is too large, they like cut it off at 100. So you can see who the top 100 is, or you can search for yourself and see like who's around you if you're over 100. But you can't scroll down to the bottom and see, okay, I'm in position 97, but 97 out of what? I can't tell if it's over 100. Well, let's be realistic. I'm in position 124, but is that 124 out of 200 or 124 out of 175? I mean, I can't tell. 124 out of 500 maybe. There's no way to scroll down to the bottom. Little complaints I have. Actually, what I would love to see is the original TT game. TT Element right on the edge. It had a DLC, an expansion that had sidecars. They do sidecar races in the actual. And I would love to get sidecars back. Because they were a lot of fun because you can't fall off a sidecar nearly as easily. And it was actually quite interesting because you could play it with 2 controllers. And the second controller, I mean, you didn't have to play with 2 controllers, but you could play with 2 controllers. But the second controller was the co-pilot that just leaned back and forth. So I guess it was a good way to play, like with your kids or something. All right, I did it. How'd I do? I could restart. I could replay. Lap info. Usually yellow means there's a penalty, but I don't see it on the session. So anyway, okay, good enough. Let me look at the leaderboard, see where I'm at. And then I'm going to wrap up the YouTube video. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm just going to take a couple-minute break here and be right back. I'll fill up the BRB screen. And I remember this raining. That'll have to change. Wait, where do they put me? Where do they put me? Oh, they put me where I finished the thing? I guess. This was the one, right? They usually put you back at the start. I've never seen this before. Find me. 36 out of, I can't tell how many. Well, I guess 36 out of 40. So, there you go. Is that the one? Let's see if it was this one. Oh, this might have been the one, because it's 9 out of 10. Not so many people have done it yet, because it's brand new. No, this had 5 days. It was the one that had 2 days. Yeah, less than 2 days. Anyway, where was I? No, maybe it was that one. Anyway, I'm going to take a couple minute break here. If you're watching on Twitch, you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this video. Sorry, I bumped my cord again. And I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this video. Next episode will be dropping tomorrow, because this is going to be a Saturday episode. Next episode will be Sunday. So either way, I hope to see you there.